Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the MOP here on a Wednesday morning, February 4th. So welcome. And it was a great day. That's the title of this edition. It is 2 above right in there, 1 above today. The sun is coming up, and it's hopefully going to get in the mid-20s today. But welcome. It was a great day yesterday at the Capitol. First want to thank Senator Kieski. She was absolutely great to meet with her. Thank you to State Representative Tony Kurtz. Truly appreciate it. And yes, one is a Democrat, one is a Republican. We got to sit down and talk about something that affects both lines. It actually affects all three when you put independents in there as well. For some reason, people don't talk about the independent party. And I think it's because they say, well, it doesn't matter, whatever it may be. I see myself as more of an independent. But it was nice to be able to sit down and talk to both parties about something that affects everyone. It has no political affiliation. It has no skin color affiliation. It's not racist. It's not based off of race, sex, or anything else, religion, politics. Alzheimer's affects everyone. At some point, you will be affected by it. Whether it's a loved one, a good friend, even yourself. There were ladies there yesterday that are living with either early stages or mid stages. They were still functioning and still able to attend. So yeah, this was it was the day of advocacy yesterday at the Capitol in Madison. First time I've went, and it was well worth the trip to talk about it. There's a bill being passed. We hope that it goes further to classify or take away the abilities unless you are fully trained, certified to use the word memory care in your title. It's a vital thing that needs to go through due to the fact that there's a lot of places that they are memory care on a placard out front, yada yada memory care, Alzheimer's, whatever it may be, and they are far from certified, nor are they far from trained to handle the patients that they handle. And you can tell by the treatment of others. So hopefully we made a difference and got that to be pushed more in the right direction. Representative Kurtz sounds like he's on board to help both lines. And again, this is something that is not even negotiable for me. It's not a Democrat. It's not a Republican style thing. This is a thing that is going to affect multi-generations. And the scary part about this is with the nursing field, we're going to be way short nurses, period. So if you have a good nurse and you have a good doctor, when you're at your next visit, thank them. Thank them for what they do, because there are other options for them. If you are a owner of a nursing home, memory care facility, and you are running a good ship and you know that they have good people, thank them for that too. Caregivers struggle because you're dealing with loved ones, and sometimes you're dealing with young kids that just don't know anything better. They're doing it as a high school job. They're doing it just to get involved. There's no training. It seems that the places collect the big money. I mean, when I look at it, Hudson did for Mom the best they could. I struggle that I had to drive 6 hours round trip. I couldn't be there every day to make sure her treatment was right. Because the stories I heard yesterday, some of them scared the shit out of me. And some of them downright pissed me off to hear the stories that people have of how their loved ones were treated at these facilities. So things need to be done. And there is a bill 894 that is in the steps at the state capitol, and hopefully will be passed for the certification process to actually be called a memory care facility. And you have to be certified to do that. So we had a great discussion yesterday. But again, like Hudson, it was like almost $13,000 a month to have my mom there. That was not our out of pocket. She was Medicare and Medicaid. I couldn't afford $13,000 a month. And then they wonder, well, are these people going to be able to afford to pay? Yes, they will be able to. I think you'll start seeing if nurses were compensated. Well, Chris, you know, the owners of these places, they're going to struggle. No, they'll be fine. They will be fine. A lot of them are corporations. And why would they be corporations? There's money there. People don't get into these because they're losing money. Okay? So, with that said, thank you to Representative Kurtz and Senator Chiesi for your time yesterday. Thank you to the Alzheimer's Association for setting it up. Great event. Thank you to all those that showed up. Thank you to the locals here from Richland Center area, Spring Green, Lone Rock, that shared your stories and that we were able to talk and see why it's so important for these titles to be done. But also, how are we going to move forward to get more nursing, more healthcare, more doctors, more facilities to make things better for people? So like myself, I'm not driving 6 hours, 3 hours each way to visit my mom. And sometimes that visit is only 10 minutes long or 12 minutes long because she was either frustrated, upset, or just didn't remember who I am or want to talk, and I wasn't going to force myself, because then she really just makes life miserable for all those workers and the other people around. So that's where I was yesterday. Yep, my wife went with too, for the ADRC side of things, and it was just overall great day. Well worth the time. Thanks to my bosses for letting me have the day. So, thank you for tuning into the MOP today. Tomorrow, I will look into what I want to discuss. But today I wanted to just do a big shout out. Representative Kurtz called me right after my mom's event to congratulate me on a great event. Senator Chiesi was very impressed with what people are doing as individuals. And then they were doing it's a learning process for them too. As senators and representatives, they don't know everything. They don't have I tell you what, I'm very impressed with staffers. It's the first time I've ever been around any of this. Their staffers are the ones that probably are more important for jotting things down and getting things handled. Yes, the senators and the representatives do their bills and things like that, but both staffers were very polite, very professional. It was just a really good day. So thank you for that. Thank you to everybody involved. It was well worth the trip. A lot of walking. I tell you what, if you are a senator or representative, congratulations because I'm guessing sometimes people think you have Alzheimer's because you get lost in the Capitol. But I think that would be a tough job no matter what. With the northeast, east, southwest, west, north, south, whatever. Goodness sakes, to walk around that Capitol is amazing, to even know where you're going. So it was fun. It's the first time I've been to the Capitol. I think we went to the Capitol in like 3rd grade. Would have been in Spring Green when I was, in 3rd grade, I think. So that's the first time I've been there since. Got to see Tony Evers, Governor Tony Evers, and shake his hand. And like I said, this is not a right or left discussion. This is something that's going to affect every family. And if you look at Richland County, We are right now anywhere from 9 to 10% of the ages of over 65 are struggling from some form of Alzheimer's / dementia. And that's a scary number that's only going to continue to go up. Caregivers donate basically about $6 billion worth of hours of money per hour. So if you figured out their rate per hour, it's about $6 billion that caregivers save the state of Wisconsin that they don't charge for. And it's only going to get worse. Our staffing shortages, and you can laugh all you want about nursing and whatever it is, laugh all you want. But in 10 years or so, you are going to see a drastic problem. Right now, there are currently more people over the age of 65 living in the state of Wisconsin versus under the age of 18. So that means at some point, we are going to be short people, period. Because, people aren't doing families like they used to. There's not the big families. There's a one or two, And then also there's a lot of people not going into the nursing environment because of the lack of these things that we're talking about. And they're talking about when you can go to work at a factory for more money than a nurse is being paid, we are running into problems. It's a sad environment, but it's a stone cold reality. So thank you to all the nurses. Thank you to all the doctors. Hope this bill passes so then we get some form of regulations and conformity of all of these facilities. Have a great day. As always, take time to bless somebody today and enjoy the sunshine. It may still be cool, but the sunshine is out. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Southwest Wisconsin. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another edition of The Mop. I met some great people yesterday, and it was just fun. So it was a good day, well worth the cause, I hope. The more I can share my family story about my mom and the struggles and those kind of things, and hopefully make a difference one day here in Southwest Wisconsin. So, again, take time to bless somebody. Have a great day, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another edition of The Mop. As always, too, you can check out YouTube, my YouTube page. There is over 360 some videos on my YouTube page. So have a great day. We'll talk tomorrow.